Welcome everybody to today's Band of Brothers Monday event. Here we are on Hurtgen Siegfried. I thought we were going to be on Purple Heart Lane, but maybe something got vetoed last minute. So we're on Hurtgen Siegfried. And we've seen this point quite a few times over the past couple weeks. And here we are again. Let's see what happens. Rocket sailing forward for the Axis. Remember, the Hurtgen Siegfried is one of those points where we expect to see some counter snipes. Nope. The rocket barely missed, I believe. That was close. Mamma mia. Another rocket down towards the bridge, maybe to try to get one of those light tanks. But I think they sailed on elsewhere. We have two trucks up to the north. And we have, looks like maybe one truck got stuck on something right there. Everybody starts to bail out. And then we have the medium 75 taking position on the road, as is tradition. Strafe run goes through, and it gets a couple. Not too shabby. I think it did get one SL at least. They got one. For those of you just joining me, I'm your host today, Smithers, for this semi-casual competitive event hosted by 82 AD. This is the fourth or fifth one I've done now. I forgot which one it is. Up to the north, we have the blueberries that have gotten across. We have a Luke's also coming down from the riverbed, looking to wipe Rogers OP here in just a second. Goes on past, and no, just a little bit too far away. And we're going to have this building complex here that's going to be oh so important. Because this is where the Axis armor tend to set up shop in order to engage Allied armor across the riverbank. Now the big advantage the Allies have, you can see it as an advantage and disadvantage, is they can keep their armor across the river over here. And they could just keep suppressing the enemy. Only caveat there, only extra thing you got to keep in mind is that that armor is not in the cab sector. So you got to take what you can get, I guess, if you're the Allies. PRB squad controlling the hard cap. Axis may have lost one of their mid trucks, I'm assuming, because there ain't anybody here to help hold this. Stewie down below on the road. Recon plane going over the Scar. Dual recon plane in action. Man, we've been seeing a lot of this lately as far as dual recon planes going up over the clouds. Pretty scattered engagements. Go take a look from the Axis perspective. As the Allies begin getting their cat control back. Go get a POV over here, Yankee. As you can see, poor Yankee. Oh, man. Oh, what a combo. First a couple suppressive rounds, and then the brutal artillery. Allies getting camp control now. We got one MG across the river. Attack. Laying down that suppressive fire. Let's go take a look from Shatak's position. Oh, look at Shatak. All the sight lines in the world. Oh, hold on. Taking a few pot shots from across the river. Gonna take a breather real quick. Nope. Okay, gonna relocate. Cap almost goes over to the Allied favor, but the Axis just barely able to get it back. We got the raspberries coming inside here. One tank does get popped, or Puma that was down in the trenches gets destroyed. And the allies will look to wrap this up. Donald Pump inside the bunker gets taken care of. Chosen coming around the corner. And there we go. With 1 hour, 21 minutes left to go. The fourth point is Jacob's Barn. We have seen some movement up here to the north. We have the Lukes over here to the rears. Trying to get a beat on that Stewie, I think. Now, there are some very solid NG positions, as we've been seeing over the past couple days. Rexendor has that little bump of protection there to his right. Wizwookie over there to our top of this, to the top of the screen. That Luke's is just hanging out. What is this Luke's doing? I am so confused. Luke's is untouched, unbothered. We do have Maju though, over there to the right. Luke's is just having a grand old time, taking out targets as it sees fit. Spikeful, Kijukai, and we got Bambuko Puse holding this lane on the road. But Maju is going to put down a mark here on his map, no doubt. Maju is probably as curious as I am, wondering, is anybody going to talk about this? Elephant in the room. We have a Luke's on our side of the river just picking off our infantry one by one. Anybody? It looks like he's called in technical support. Nope, Genetic is not AT. Genetic is another SL. And Genetic tells him, buddy, you're hallucinating. There is not a Luke's on our side of the river. I'm going to go do my thing. You go and take your medication. And Maju, once again, stares at the Luke's in disbelief. No ATs coming to support. There we go. Eversman. Eversman will kommt. Eversman. Eversman pulls out the bazooka. And the other one goes in. And the round comes forward and takes care of it. That was an interesting little spot. Wizwookie. Manning the MG. Nice little bit of cover here. Bombing run has been called in. This will be an Axis bombing run going right over the south of the hard camp. Unfortunately, nobody is going to be home for it. And such is the luck of commanders in Helios. You drop a big old bombing run, and you just bring up a little bit of dirt for 300 munitions. Artillery round comes in immediately, knocks out the tank crew member there. Peter over there to the left. Peter deciding not to push just yet. Hold still. Serradora. With the AT loadout, ready to lock and load. Chosen, oh, it takes care of Chosen with a rocket right to the face. Beautiful job. Doesn't want to risk the 1 versus 1 against a player like Chosen. For good reason. Pi and Rage Panda. Marcio. Marcio. Hold still. Red MG at the ready behind the rock. Pi on the opposite side. And just like that, we have a nice, healthy WTH squad entering the hard camp. Delete Donald Pump and Hippie hanging out here. Take a look at the map. We have one Panzer IV coming on down the road, another P4. Tiger over there to the top, We're in the back line coming forward. Then we got all these blueberries holding the line. No back line shenanigans, as we could see here. Allies or Axis have not really attempted any, I don't think. We just saw that Luke's on the opposite side of the road. Besides that, they are all good to go. Apex Gruben. Gruben got grenaded. Apex, hold still. And building just like that is clear. And as we saw the previous couple days, the Allies tend to... They got a nice garrison up here to the north. Hill 15, I think that is. Going to be able to leak SLs over the course of the match down here. The front line continues to hold. Raspberries getting popped out in the open. Stewie rolls on through. Burns the outpost with ease. And just like that, the Allies will begin pushing eastward while the Stewie looks for more spawn points. Chosen ricochets a rocket, that Stewie grinds the tree. What a little trick there by the Stewie crew. Solid maneuver, buddies. Now that's the kind of match prep you want to see, but unfortunately this Panzer IV was waiting for them. Is able to wipe it. Okay, and we could see by the map positioning, the Allies are saying, hey, Axis, we wish you good luck to try and take this middle ground. We don't really care too much. We're going to try and flank you and get behind Jacob's barn and see if we could pull off some big backline Kaparuski. As we could tell by the massive disconnect between the offense over here and the defense. But it's okay. Everybody has their own style. This isn't an official comp match. This is just a nice semi-casual event where everybody gets to practice a little bit. Let's go check out the other parts of the map, shall we? Everybody trying to make their way through the trees. Danny rolling past Janu. Oh, Janu. Picks him off. David. Able to clean him up. Little bit of cap progress on Siegfried, but everything is holding just fine. Just sector right now. Rexendor, Ben on the opposite side. Ben. Ben's waiting. Oh. Doesn't need, looks like somebody already did the dirty work for him. Be able to push on forward. Yusuf is over there in the bunker. We got Kayek over there to the left. Or Kekiek. Kekiek goes the other way. Yusuf still inside. Ben taking the nice slow approach. Ben! Oh, missing a few shots. Ben! There we go. Reinforce dropped at Siegfried. Blueberries moving on in here. But not too far. Still pretty static, I have to say. Nice and spread out. And Hurtgen, it's one of those maps where you're going to have mostly long-range engagements. Although, let's not put it past Churchill out there at a distance, who is known as the big melee person. One of the biggest meleeers. And HLL loose, perhaps. Adrocults gets a little bit closer. Mug! Mug, lethal with the FG-42. Go to PV a Mug. Now, there was that player. I don't know if we could think about the top snipers in all competitive Helios, but there was that one player that played for. Was it Refuse, the Zaway guy, Z-A-W-A-Y, who posted those YouTube videos? Who had, I mean, a pretty big, I think, a decent amount of videos on YouTube showing his POV and just his quick flickers and zippity zaps all over the map. It was pretty incredible. I think Zaway was probably one of the best. I don't think there's, you know, imagine go back to the DC days maybe. I'm just trying to remember who all. I know Data's pretty good. Data from WTH has always played sniper. From what I remember, is it Data that plays sniper a lot? Of course, you have 1200 from ESPT, and then there are other snipers. Sanzu, not Suzuki, Sanzu. I think Sanzu mostly plays sniper. We'll go to POV a Mug. Now the POV isn't working. Dumb. A little bit of cap ruckus on Jacobs, but we just have Churchill there hanging out in the circle. P-Strike called into the back line. Of course, we're going to go look at a P-Strike. Let's go take a look. Think we could find it real quick. P-47s. There they are. And they... Oh, it was a little bit too far back. Does it get it? Yes, it does! Commander Jamiel sinks it on the Tiger over here in the back line. Oh, man, right through all the trees, buddy. That's such a good feeling. You know, Commander, it seems, for these Band of Brothers Monday updates, or games, are probably one of the least, is the least desired role. Commander Verdna usually takes one side, and then they're looking for another one. But those, if somebody said, hey, you have to be commander, or okay, if you get to be commander, that means you get to put up, or means you'll sink every one of your P-Strikes. I think that would make it much more appealing. Like if there was some sort of magical force that said, hey, if it's close, you're going to get it. I think that would make the commanders be like, okay, I'll take the commander role. That'll make it worth it. Actually, that's a very good poll idea that I think I'm going to put up real quick. Let me go put up that poll. Let's go get a POV of somebody to keep us busy. Let's go get a POV of Rexendor, as Rexendor goes into the front line. Seradora gets popped from the left from LWFID. Rexendor is going to set up the MG. Now we're going to lose sound here. Actually, I'll save the poll for tonight. We'll save the poll for tonight. That way you have time to set it up. I don't feel like typing for... It's probably not good to type for 2-3 minutes to get all that set up. We'll save the poll for Monday Night Helios between 2-6 and... No, OCL and PZLD, I think it is. Blueberry's jumping on out. Stifler's dog. I'm assuming that is. Strafer run goes through Siegfried. Now, we haven't seen a Stuka yet. Only have seen the P-47s. Allies committing 175 over here to the Cross River. A little bit of skirmishing by Jacob's Barn, but the Axis have done a good job of cleaning that up. Not sure how much luck Churchill is going to have on a map like this. And against some of these really good competitive players when it comes to using the knife, as he's known to do. For those of you just joining me, I'm your host today, Smithers, for this Band of Brothers Monday event hosted by 82AD. Really has nothing to do with Band of Brothers. It's more just the name of the event to lure. It's a good marketing event. A good marketing name for the event. Janu pops one out there. Maju holding on through the tree. Janu picking up. No! Solid 1-1. David, Tuckleberry, Jugatot, or Giga Cat. David. Oh, no. Oh, his last bullet spent on delete, I think that was. Rocket goes on over to something down here. Let's take a look at those. Oh, it was a P4. P4 just trying to chill amongst all these blueberries. We do have a garrison up to the north. Raspberries working their way south. Squad lead of Vedna. Oh, Vedna is not commanding today. It is Dippy Draws for the Axis. Vedna taking a little break. Jumping on over to the squad lead role. Basal, with the sniper loadout on the Axis side, has the FG-42 as well. Now, in my opinion at least, you're going to have... I think there's a fine line between the distance you want to use an FG-42 for a scoped Kar-98, am I right? I would think from this range you would want to change, but maybe not. Bombing run called into Scar. Going in north to south for the Allies. Unfortunately, the garrison was just taken out, I believe, by Baker. So, nobody home for that bombing run. And once again, another 300 munitions will be spent to bring up some expensive dirt. You know, it's like one of those things where the tankers are in communication with you to say, hey, we have a tank over here. And I say, oh, is it stationary? It's stationary. And you're like, okay, here we go, baby. Perfect spot for a precision strike. You line up that P-strike. You call it in. The tankers say, oh, never mind, we got him. And you go, dang it. Ugh. Come on. It's a little commander fun perk is being able to use those P-strikes. They needed to develop more tools to make it more fun to be commander. Senadora. Stifler's dog up there behind the building. 76 is coming closer. Stifler's dog pops a few here coming up the hill, but gets taken out himself. Panzer IV Peaks takes one shot from the 76. Rage Panda, though, taking advantage of the distraction. 76 is going to come up and pop it, most likely. We'll check to see if Rage Panda got it on. The 76 is moving pretty quick. Panzer IV is trying to retreat. They're trying. Jumbo's going to go for him, though. Jumbo. Another rocket to the back. And this Jumbo's not going to get out of here alive. They know this now. Jumbo takes care of the P4, but another rocket should sail on forward from LWFID. Rage Panda gets ran over. LWFID. Another one goes in. Do we have a satchel by chance? No satchel, but no doubt some hungry AT players will be on their way. LWFID finds an explosive ammo drop and cleans it up, and there's a satchel. And remember, if you're enjoying the stream, everybody, be sure to hit that like button real quick if you could, please. LWFID coming around the corner. Senadora is able to take him out. Donald Pump has made the way into the hard cap here. Frags out one over there to the right. Donald Pump looks. Kekiek. Korza coming on the opposite side. Korza! Oh, nope. Korza decides to jump down below. Burns Kekiek's OP. Kekiek watches it disappear right before his very eyes. Kekiek holds still. So does Korza. Kekiek is going to hear the M1 Grand. He's going to sniff a little bit. Smells the American nearby. Smells the Lucky Strikes. Marcio. Oh, 3 down for Kekiek. Marcos. Oh, Marcos saves the outpost. By just a second. Okay, so Korza and them will clean all that up, and that's good to go. We do have 1 outpost to the back line. Mike squad making their way to the rears. Blueberry's holding still. Everything's looking solid for the front line. Roger, we told the garrison up to the far north, but it looks like one Raspberry, Ati, is checking it out up there and be like, where are these blueberries coming from? Churchill may have just gotten a melee, but fragged out there in the trenches. Restorator, Ben. And the garrison was found, so the Allies will not have that as an option up there to the far north. We do have 175 on the road, ready to go by those repair stations, should they need it. 176 that has made it across the river here. '76 getting in position. Raspberries on the opposite side, but they need supplies. I don't know. Of course, remember with the latest update, we could see the enemy infantry and their garrisons, outposts, that kind of thing. But we cannot see what the extra stuff is, where the extra stuff is, like supplies, ammo boxes, that kind of thing. So just keep that in mind going forward. Now the Allies may send a squad lead over here to the north just to see if they can get something else established. It's pretty open. I'm assuming you'd be able to squeeze up on top of the north ridge right there. One recon squad to the rear. Strafe run going to the back line over both of those blueberries. Kind of curious if it's going to get both of them. Just take a look. Gets one. Roger, roger. Doesn't survive it. Temuzin. Pushing forward here. So Temuzin is going to look maybe on the border to see what might be out there. Maybe also offer a few more precision strike targets. Oh no! Hippie! Hippie defeats the sniper. Bombing run coming through. This will be a Axis bombing run going straight over the hard camp. Looks like it may get medico. Over there to the distance. Chosen Donald Pump pushing over here into the hard camp. Chosen gets one. Getting a little bit of camp pressure. We have some penetration on the border. Medium 75, 76 still anchoring the hard cap though. One Tiger down here to the south on the road. Allied commander is 1 for 1 on P strikes. Don't think we've seen one Stuka yet. Draki coming around the corner. Gets one. May jump out the window here. Oh, pops another. Taking a second. Throwing a little grenade. Don't know if Draki accidentally... Okay, no, threw it down below. Mega Demon. Yes, clears Demon. Gets another. And pushes on forward towards a garrison. Oh, I thought I saw a garrison. Maybe not. There's an outpost, though. Draki spots it, pushes forward, and wipes it clean. Gonna take a second to reload. Oh, loses the 1 versus 1, but quite a run there by Draki. And the Axis will get control unless... Oh, yeah, Terrawant. Okay. Terrawant's cleaned out. We have House Squads, outpost, but that's about it. Coruscant coming back to support the bottom. OP spawn comes on in from Apex. Iron Mind holds down below at LWFID to the left. Apex solely pushes forward here. One long-range rocket. Sails right over Draki, but Draki's all right. Another rocket. Grumman slings it on in there. Able to take out the recon. Marcos. Oh, Apex. Cancels out the trade. Okay, Tiger and the P4... P4 up there to the road. May have gotten the other P4. We see one Tiger, though, at least. Allied Precision Strike will not be ready yet. Maybe another 10 minutes or so. 5 to 10 minutes. Pokemon. Pushing down the road. Takes out by Ben. Roger squad to the back. All right, let me think about this poll for a second. Commander would be more appealing if you... Let me try to think about these options. VNT. Oh, nope. Neptune. Grendola pushing down the side of the hill here. Neptune trying to navigate from all these little sparse trees. Map situation still looks pretty even. Neptune. Nopo. Does Nopo see him? Nope, he does. The slight pixel movements. No boat. Gonna be nice and quiet here, at least for the moment. Seradora. Gets one. Les Soldaten. And two. Let's go ahead and put up this poll real quick. Commander would be more appealing if peace strikes were more accurate. Commander had their own spawn point. We'll think about the other two options. Seradora gets a third. Wipes the outpost. Oh no, the spawn point, Seradora! No, Seradora didn't wait 3 seconds. Oh. Always gotta wait 3 seconds. Rocket sails forward, gets one of the raspberries. Vasco, GNZ peeks. And nails Vasco before Vasco was able to fire off another one. Always gotta wait 3 seconds, buddies. The 3-second rule. Serenito. Stefan. Checks out the trench. OP's been burned, so nothing will be there. Airhead plane flies above, and that's going to be to the northwest of Siegfried line. Oh, I know another poll option. Let's go check out this airhead position real quick. Let's see how all these blueberries are. And Dippy Draws back here getting the best intelligence firsthand. Let's see, this airhead is falling right down below us. We'll keep the camera here for a moment as cap progress continues to come in. Airhead right there. Let's see if you could command from a tank. And then people were better about spawns. Okay, there's the poll for today. Took a second. But the airhead gets destroyed down to the south. Bomber run just a little bit late. And nothing really for the allies to fear from the back, although the Axis are all over from the front. We have 1, 2, 3 potential tanks now in sector, and not many blueberries in the hard cap. Do we have a garrison in the hard cap? No, we do not. So we're not going to see a save wave spawn in. Oh, it's going to be up to make these blueberries making their way towards a circle. Stuke is also falling down here to the south. Commander Dippy Draw lands right near the Gary. Did it get it? No, it did not, buddy. It did not. And the cap progress going in favor of the Axis as they pump bodies in. Stalls at the last second. And there we go. The Axis cap Siegfried line. Second cap of the game, everybody, for those of you joining on in a little bit late. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that like button if you could, please. Tiger pauses down here on the road. Piss missile is out to the right, doing a little bit of repair action. Minority ENT will assist Piss missile real quick and build a repair station over there to the left, it looks like. Maybe just waiting on some supplies. Skid Mark assisting Piss missile. See, this is what you want out of your tank crews. Just working together like Piss missile and Skid Mark to get their Tiger back in shape and ready to fight again. We hear the other Tiger over there to the right side taking some shots across the river. Oh. No! Nailed! And the Tiger goes ba-ba-ba-dooey. 47 minutes left on the clock. Raspberries getting pushed out of the circle. Blueberries charging on in. Pi LWFID pushing forward. OP strike. No, I don't mean to miss it. No, and it nails that Tiger down to the south. Allied commander Gemiel goes 2-4-2 on P-47s. Oh, beautiful, buddy. See, he's going to have a chance for 4. There's a possibility for 4. Yeah, he's already dropped 2. And so he'll have one more at the 26-minute mark, ready to go, and then another one at the 6-minute mark, 5-minute mark. Yeah, you could drop 4 in a match. Yeah, 80 minutes. Somebody told me the maximum was 3. I forgot who that was. And the Allies get the cap on in. But the raspberries are in here around plentiful. Is that a donut? The Jinx Master asks, who's playing? Yeah, this is a mixed competitive event here on Hurtgen. So for Band of Brothers Mondays, we have 82 AD, we have Omen, we have Polish Veterans, we have Turks Let Loose, WTH, we have PRB, there's FLL, I think I already said PV, 82 AD, of course, YK, Omen. Everybody is showing up. .76 taking some rockets. TLO crew begins to back up a little bit. Got some LCM over there. 57th. Action picks up a little bit by Jacob's Barn. Bendy Shatak pushing forward here. Zake Bex inside. Bendy comes around. Bendy gonna try inside the building here. Bendy. Oh, nails the MG on top of the roof and gets the other buddy over there to the other side. So Bendy's gonna patrol through the hard cap and oh no, runs out of ammo. Peakwell. Peakwell doesn't decide to. Bendy, Bendy, Bendy. No! And the body flies on forward. Temuzin takes out Hippie. Kamelsti. Little bit of cap progress on Jacobs. We have an OP right inside. Ready to go. 76, medium 75 down to the south. Not going to pay too much attention to Jacobs. I don't think it's going to be serious. Basil, chosen over here in the trenches. .76 offering some suppressive rounds, medium 75 down to the bottom left. Stefan Marcos pushing up here. Drahi Azan. Just holding these angles. No real pushes, or no real major action down there. Everything's pretty nice around Siegfried. Axis holding them off in the center as well. Yeah, the Axis were able to cap it, but unfortunately not able to really bring up the reinforcements and get their tanks in position to secure it. I mean, the Allies were able to pour on in with supportive fire from across the river, and it came out ahead. Raspberries put up a nice little defensive ring here around Jacob's Barn. Commando Gemiel up here to the border. Winchester takes out Gemiel, but dies himself. Poor Churchill. Not too sure how much luck he's having today. Here on Hurtgen, we'll try to zoom on over him, but I think there's just too much ground for him to cover, maybe. And there's too much open space, and he can't be as sneaky as he can on maps like SME, SMDM, Carentan. Churchill in the woods. Going to get picked up on here in just a moment. Churchill. Oh, no. Yeah, he's going to get pummeled here in a second. He's trying. Nope. A little crazy. Grindola, take care of him. And they'll push on forward. If you're interested in competitive Hell Let Loose, be sure to check out the link in the Discord. Be sure to check out the link in the video description to the Discord, where you can join up, or where you can join the Discord and then post your information in the PC recruitment or console recruitment section. And I'm sure a recruiter will be right out to you. We have plenty of recruiters from 82 AD, and then we have just a whole bunch of teams are there. Whole bunch of teams. So plenty to try out and experiment with and see until you find your perfect fit. Puma trying to splash, but oh, Serenato. Nope, gets taken out amongst the trees. Junkie with the MG42. Everybody just taking their time. By this point, as Wick said the other day, each player has found their favorite tree. They've left their mark on this tree, that tree. Donald Pump pushing forward. Takes out one to the left. Oh, shot right in the back of the neck. And the Axis, slowly but surely, are getting a little bit closer, although the Blueberries hold the center of the line pretty well. And Jacob's Barn getting threatened a bit. We do have a P4, though, in the back that's patrolling around. Sherman 75 backs up. Trying to just maintain some HE on this infantry. Tiger is here. think they're dueling it out with the 76. Oh, no, there's no 76 there. 76 is down the road. There's a 75 in that spot. You know, hold on. Wait a minute. Are the Allies using that 75 with a couple repair stations to bait the Tiger? Let's go take a look here in a moment. Kind of curious what the medium 75 position is, but the Tiger may have taken the first round, not 100% sure. Tiger's going to look to fire back against the Turks let loose clue. Fires short, and the 76 comes out ahead in the 1-versus-1 duel. Oh, the shot landed just a little bit short. You know, let's go take a look. I am so curious. I mean, no, they left it. Okay. I was going to say, now hear me out. What if you were the Allies and you had a 75 and you poked it just a little bit beyond this little building here? Just a smidgen. Just enough so the Tiger crew could see it. But they only can, like, pin the little front of it, okay? And maybe have a chance for ricochet. Then, in the back, you built 4 repair stations. Would the 75 be able to heal in time just to absorb another round from the Tiger? And you sort of bait the Tiger into thinking, I want to destroy that 75, but I can't do it. And you get the Tiger to peek up a little bit more. Maybe they drop a peace strike on it. I don't know. Maybe that is a very stupid theory. And meanwhile, the 76 is down below on the road. Yeah. LWFID coming to the back of the 7 Jumbo, gets 1 rocket in. We're down to 1 crew member here. And there's going to be nowhere to go. LWFID gets second one in, and the engine will be out. LWFID should be able to finish off with the bomb and doing service. Oh, and LWFID gets a tank crewman and service. Siegfried looking a little dicey, though, with the loss of that Jumbo. Another Jumbo spawned in. 34 minutes, 23 seconds left to go. Pressure continues. We have 1 Jumbo dedicated to the attack there on Jago's barn. But a little bit of gap in the line that the Axis could potentially exploit. Panzer IV rolling around in the circle. Able to navigate amongst the trees. Vasco says something below to Muin.
My mouse is fucking broken, man. Yeah, I don't know what happened with my mouse. Is dead.
Oh, his mouse is dead. Oh no! Vasco. Mine is placed in front. Muin leaves him to his fate. Vasco has no choice but to stare into the sandbags with a dead mouse while he searches frantically around his apartment or house, his abode, for batteries. Okay, it looks like he found the charger. So Vasco, gonna push you over here to the hard cap. 50% cap now on Siegfried, everybody. The P4 has taken a rocket. Oh no, we got the 76 versus P4 duel. P4 ricochets out the front. The 76 should be able to finish it off. One more shot, maybe. Oh, and a rocket from Sedadora. Threads it amongst the trees. But hold on. We have some decent cap progress around Siegfried line. Blueberries, Anxie, Restorator. Rexador pops one. Strafe run goes through, and it looks like the Axis are gonna have some time here. Oh, JG51 says, recalling a peace strike will be interesting if it cost you a minimum 3-minute reset for a timer. You know what? That is cool. If you could cancel a peace strike. Man, the timing would have to be that'd be interesting. Like, yeah, like the planes are coming in. The comms gets back to them to, hey, don't drop them. I'm just trying to, think realistically. I'm not too sure what the time, how quickly comms would actually get through to the pilots. If it would be pretty much instantaneous or not. But again, we're talking about a video game. But anyways, the P-47s would come in, get the signal to say, hey, no drop, or whatever the technical word is for the Air Force. And then they just fly on. It would be a kind of a very cool ability. And you get a penalty for another 3-minute reset timer. Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool. Bertie frags one out there in the circle. Gonna push on forward here, but the Allies begin the recap. So that was our 3rd cap of the game, everybody. Actually, hold on, that was our 4th cap of the game. Now we're looking at a potential 5th for the Allies pulling in. We got ourselves a nice little, little Bubba Badooey game going on with these 5 caps. We saw the Division 1 console matchup yesterday with 6. I could not believe that. Craziness. A 19-minute opening cap battle, and then 5 more caps after that. Absolutely crazy. Armin over here to the rears. Nope. Armin gets spotted through the trees, and the Allies looking good for the counterattack. Blueberries rushing on in here. They got good control yet again. 75 coming across the corner. Looking to splash about. Commander Peace Strike will be ready in about 3 minutes. Now, can the commander go 4 for 4 on P-47s? That would be probably a first time. I mean, I think the first time I've literally ever seen that. I've never gone 4 for 4. I went 3 for 3 one game. Never gone 4 for 4. Quarters at Churchill. Churchill's pushing into the trench. Churchill, here he goes with the knife. Oh, no, gets shot down. And the cap barely stalls. Barely stalls for the Allies. Sherman taking a little bit beating here with the rockets. Oh, and another one. The Sherman goes bum, to do it. And just like that, the Axis are on a pretty good counterattack. Ruins to the south has a garrison right by it. Axis playing ultra aggressive with their garrison placements, but hey, if it goes on lock, then you have a garrison right there, right by Ruins. Baker Squad patrolling around, checking everything out. And if Baker Squad goes beyond 100 meters, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see that little puppy unlocked. .76 begins to move up towards the hill, but no, slides right back down. Cap progress goes back for the Allies, but they can't fully get it just yet. Nope, Axis. Frag just enough. Axis throwing everything in here, but the Jumbo could turn the tide. The Jumbo is now in the circle. Artyom, Service, Hangsy Turk. Oh, that Jumbo's gonna have a big raspberry jam opportunity. Oh no, they're pointing over to the left. Oh no. No, you gotta point over to the right, buddies. Oh, we have a tank over there to the left. I can't see it. I don't spot it. No, ricochet. Some type of tank up here to the north. We got a Panzer IV that peeked out. Try to get that side shot in. Bombing run coming in. This will be an Axis bombing run going to the back. Churchill's going to get land-basted. 76 is dodged out of the way, so they're going to be fine, but the bombing run gets 2, I think. Cap progress goes back in favor of the Allies. Teeter-tottering just a bit here. Long-range rocket for the fireworks. And the Allies for 5th cap of the game. Can they get it? Yes, they do. And the Axis start resetting their outposts on the front line to begin the nice big counterattack. 5 captures, everybody, for a Band of Brothers Monday is pretty solid. That is gnarly. NQ Striker, hello, first time visit. Well, welcome, buddy. This is competitive Helios, a semi-casual event today. Band of Brothers Mondays, hosted by 82AD, a PC competitive clan. If you're interested in checking out competitive Helios, be sure to check out the Discord link in the video description where we have a whole bunch of teams represented, console and PC, where you can learn more about the competitive world and maybe find a home of your own. So far, I think we're sitting at 110, 112. I forgot what last number is. I'm losing track of it. At this point, I wanted to get to at least 100 so we could brag about, hey, 100 people we found at least. Now it's just, you know, I mean, it's going to be hard to keep track anyways because I've got messages about friends of people who joined that also joined, and so they're not even in the Discord. They just joined based off of their friends. And so it just creates this nice spiderwork effect, but I'm just glad to hear that it's working out good so we can keep this competitive community thriving. 25 minutes left to go. Cap progress comes in on Jacob's Barn a little bit. We got 1-2 outposts and a garrison up there to the northeast. Renlix gets 2 over here in the hard cap on Jacobs. Camp progress will continue for the Allies. We got 1-2 outposts plus the garrison, remember? So we got a potential for a whole bunch of people spawning on in here and showing it to the hard cap. Steel over here. La Criminalista. Oh, no Steel's on top. Criminalista down below. Steel's gonna hear the STG. Let's see how Steel reacts. Steel holds. Peeks. The hit. Oh. Okay. Steel looks around. Cap progress still continuing. The Allies are winning this cap race. Do we see a big commitment? No, not really. But the Axis aren't pulling bodies back yet to defend either. At least not enough. Okay, here we go. Point goes contested a little bit. And the Axis gonna get the cap advantage on Siegfried, maybe? No, not yet. Jacob's Barn still going in favor of the Allies versus Siegfried. But the Axis are too deep into Siegfried to pull back, I think. And they're going to balance it out with a defense here on Jacob's Hippie Winchester. making their way forward. And the Axis will get cab advantage. We're going to check out Siegfried for our potential 6th cab of the game. Mamma mia. Oh my gosh. Can we see cab number 6? Bomber run's going to go through, but it's going to be a little bit late in the Axis cabin for a number 6 cab of the game. Oh my god. Pour me a glass of Bubba Badooey, everybody. We got ourselves a banger mash. This is great to see. Now, this is a match. Let's keep these teams forever. 76 comes down. Turks let loose group. Pulling back to help out the defense. You know, I got to develop a graphic for the on-screen to talk about how many captures we've seen. I think it'd be a good stat for everybody to realize. Plus, it'll help me keep track as well. Rocket sails on forward. Rocket into the hard cap. There is a garrison inside there. Axis garrison. Yep, Axis garrison by Kayek. Or Kikyek. And yet again, the Allies get a little bit of cap progress. Churchill trying his luck out in the hard cap. Churchill pushing forward. Churchill in Jacator. No, and he gets one. All right. Churchill going around for number 2, but it gets gunned down by Yusuf. Under 20 minutes left to go, and the Allies are pouring on the pressure. Everybody's pretty much in sector right now. We just have a few bodies outside of it. Explosion happens down to the south. Looks like that was... world. Sorry, somebody in chat decided to have a grand old time, so I had to just mute the person. I have no idea who that was. 18 minutes, 50 seconds left to go. Allies pretty much almost there. 76 rolling on to the right. And the Allies look to almost get this back for the 7th cab of the game. This will be number 7. This will be number 7. Holy shnikes, Churchill in the hard cap gets fragged, and number 7 is coming right at you, hot and ready. Oh, this is faster than Little Caesars can make a pizza. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Blueberries. Holding the ground here. We got one recon squad in the back, but everything looks good for the Allies after the 7th cap of the matchup, everybody. Number 7. Artillery strike called in by the Axis. Over here to soften up for another big attack. And the Raspberries. Oh, the 76 did a little flipperooski there that I missed. Oh, the Turks let loose crew. Oh, did not have any luck with that jumbo. Over here to the left, we do see some type of Axis tanks somewhere. Or to our left somewhere. Oh, we got a Panzer IV coming on forward. Panzer IV is moving on. We got Hengsi Tupsi over here to the back, but the Panzer IV is in 4th gear, kicking it back towards the hard cap. Sherman down below. Smoke falling inside the circle. No airhead or anything, just smoke. But man, 7 captures this matchup, everybody. Holy shnikes. Can we see number 8? Panzer IV takes 1 round in him. They cruise down forward to get in the back of the Jumbo 76. The Jumbo 76 is turned around. Another rocket. Ah, there we go. The Panzer IV gets absolutely obliterated. But it was worth the effort. They got a couple shots on it. I believe they got at least 1 shot. So the 76 will be hurting just a little bit. A couple blueberries scrimmaging in the background. But nothing serious just yet. "15 minutes left to go. Biffler's dog. LWFID burns the outpost, pulls out the Panzer Shrek, ready to go. And there you go, buddy. Takes care of him with these. LWFID is going to take a second. Peek down the trench. Gets another. Stifler's dog going to try to approach the... Looks like it's a trench system over here. Stifler's dog eats a nice artillery shell for lunch. Right there in the middle. A Siegfried line. Bendy at the cult. Over here on the northern side, as we see, everybody is collapsed pretty much to 1, 2, 3 grid squares, primarily with the tanks over here to the left. We do have a Luke's on the road that's sniping, and there's that Luke spot that we saw before. Let's go check out this Luke spot. Look at this Luke's. And it goes to show you. Oh, no, okay, Luke's taken care of, okay. So somebody did pick up on it. Because we saw in the beginning of the match how the Lukes was able to look at the entire Allied push from that one little spot on the road. 75 pushing down. Another round sails on forward. 75 trying to get into cover here. Pushing behind the building. No! Can they get there in time? They're hurt pretty badly. Jemian welcomes them with open arms. With the 75 crew, Lord Jax. Jemiel says, "I'm dropping you supplies, buddy." Fires a warning shot towards the Axis, pretty much to tell them to shut up and let them do their business here. Tank crew jumps out. Airhead was called in north of Jacob's Barn. So this crew will build themselves a repair station, most likely. They're double repairing behind the house. Apex peeking over to the right. Commander Jemiel heads over into the circle. Line looks good for the Allies, but remember the Axis have pushed before and able to get inside. 76 going over these trenches and all these bumps and odd objects. We've seen some nasty flips. Turks let loose crew unfortunately had a tank flip on them earlier. And They're making their way through the trees. You hit one tree the wrong way, and there she goes. But the jumbos push it forward. I don't think we saw a third P strike, as far as I know. I think we're sitting at... I think we're just sitting at 2 for 2 right now for Commander Jimian. Baron pushing over David. Taking some shots behind the tree. And... Prince. Terawat, Churchill over here in the back, trying to sneak behind the front door here to set down their OPs and disrupt what will be the final Axis attack. We have 176 right there. Panzer IV pushing on forward. Puma up to the north. No other Tigers as far as I can see. So it looks like we're going to roll with 2 mediums. From the looks of it, everybody. Grindla. The Axis have found their gaps before and been able to push on through. I don't leave it out of the realm of possibility for them to do it again. Oh, Grindla. Too many trees to keep an eye on. Rexendor, though, has made it in all the way up here. Apex on the opposite side. Rexendor hears the footsteps, turns. Apex gets wiped. Basil burns the outpost. Moves forward. Nothing much due to the 76 with the rifleman loadout, except maybe fake him out. Basil gets absolutely blasted by the 76. Over here in the back, though, the blueberry opportunities are increasing. For a rear line push, nothing, no shenanigans. We do have 1 recon SL, but don't know if there are any supplies there for them to use to get some sort of garrison. Terawat, Korza, Stefan, Gruben. Moving on towards the Axis front line. Terwan sets on the outpost. Stefan. Oh, no. Oh. Hippie. Intercepts him. Right through the trees. So Terrawat will stay here and look to hold the OP area until another spawn wave of reinforcements comes in. Looks like it's just Everon right now. Line looks really good for the Allies. We have 2 heavies plus a 75 across. The Axis only have 1 P4 up to the north, and that is it. So I'm looking to see if one more tank is going to be crewed or not. Hippie dueling it out with Stefan and Terrawat. Churchill over there to the back. Churchill looking to take advantage of the distraction. Churchill! Oh no! Hippie guns him down at the last second. Hippie jumping all over the place. Good situation awareness there by Hippie. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left. Allied armor feeling good. We have 176 being thrown at Jacobs. Meanwhile, though, that's a ton of raspberries entering the sector. One rocket sails into the back, ricochets. Kind of curious if we're going to see a little bit more cap weight. May I dare say it? 8 captures? Is that possible? Can the raspberries outfrag the front line and push forward and start capping Siegfried? Am I crazy? Sierra. Building a ammo resupply station real quick. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left to go. VNT, Marcos, Sierra. 76 begins to back up. No camp progress yet. We may see another Stuka. Not 100% sure, though. I mean, 3 minutes 15. It would have to be soon. 76 cruising outnumbered. All these blueberries are out of sector, everybody. All these here. Axis just need a couple flickers of camp progress, and I think they're going to be coordinated enough to send everybody on the attack. Yep, Stuka down to the south. No, maybe not. No, it's a bomber run. Bomber run called in for the Axis. 25 seconds to start any cap weight. But hell, it's been quite a game. With 7 captures. I don't think anybody's disappointed about that. Kept everybody on edge the entire time. And the bombing run just falls a little bit short of the garrison on the hard cap. 5 seconds left to hold. And the Allies will come out as the 3-2 victor here on Siegfried. After a bangers and mash type of match between these two sides. Back and forth, back and forth. Alex X is streaming forward. Giving the Allies the hanky-panky multiple times. Keeping them on their toes. What a doozy. Just basically front door pushes. Big front door slams right in their face. Able to come out ahead. But the Allies had just a little bit more in the tank. They were able to bring up reinforcements from the south, or from down below, push them towards a hard cap, get inside the trenches, and able to cap. I'm pretty sure almost every cap the Axis had, it was, I mean, pretty much right afterwards they had cap weight, or they started to cap. It wasn't too long of a delay between the Axis cap and the Allied cap. Always got to be careful of music. I don't know if that is the most popular song in Turkey right now. And YouTube goes, hey, that's a copyright claim. How dare you? Genetic Wiziwookie poking out there. We'll go to POV of Genetic for these final few minutes. Thank you for joining me today, everybody, for this Band of Brothers event. This semi-casual event. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to hit that like button. If you're interested in competitive Hella Loose, be sure to check out the link in the video description for the Discord. And I will be having one more game today at around 8 p.m. Eastern or so. I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern, if I remember correctly. 8 or 8:30. That'll be on console between OCL and PZLD. I forgot the map. I have to look at the map too. So I forgot those couple things. I'll publish the thumbnail here momentarily. Congratulations to the Allies for coming out today with a 7-cap victory. Commander Gemiel, no doubt, to be really happy with the team's performance. And then Dippy Drones over there for the Axis side.